Santee, the place we know and love, is becoming synonymous with the word traffic. Have you ever tried driving out of this place on a weekday morning or driving home on a weekday afternoon? Clearly, the infrastructure has not kept up with the growth in housing. So, what has Santee's elected officials been doing about this? Well, they haven't been saying no to new housing projects, and they have approved every request to rezone or increase density of housing projects in the city. And notably, in 2013, the Santee City Council, led by then Mayor Randy Vopel, approved the annexation of the Weston development, 400 homes across from West Hills High School. And Randy Vopel has since received over $4,000 from Party Homes for his state assembly campaigns. Well, is someone doing something about this? In the early summer, City Councilman Stephen Houlihan and Preserve Wild Santee created the General Plan Protection Initiative that would require amendments to the city general plan for density and land use be approved by the voters, not just by the City Council. A committed group of citizen volunteers gathered over 4,000 signatures despite HomeFed's paid political operatives actively campaigning against them. When presented with these certified results, did the City Council place this on the November 2018 ballot? Strategically, 4 members of the City Council voted to delay the initiative to November 2020 and decided to spend $40,000 from the general fund to study the impact of the initiative. The consultant selected has been described as being so biased, it would be like hiring a pork lobbyist to say that eating bacon is good for your cardiovascular health. So who's going to address overgrowth and traffic problems? Well, turns out in November there is an election. Re-electing incumbents would be more of the same. First incumbent, Rob McNellis, profession, mortgage loan originator. The more homes sold in Santee, the more likely he is to make more money. And his office is in Santee, so no commuting on the 52 for him. And we know that Rob McNellis received over $21,000 in contributions from developers, realtors, and construction companies. Plus, we know how he would likely vote on Fanita Ranch because he spoke in favor of it in December 2007. Next up is Ron Hall, an insurance salesman whose office is also in Santee, and he specializes in selling insurance for homes in brush areas, which works out pretty well since Fanita Ranch is in a high fire danger zone. Gratefully, we have some new folks running for City Council. We don't know much about them, but we do know who their friends are. Lower Koval in District 3 has been endorsed by Mayor John Minto, Assemblyman Brian Jones, and Assemblyman Randy Vopel. John Minto has received over $34,000 from developers, realtors, and construction groups. Brian Jones received $6,750 from Party Homes and a HomeFed employee for his state campaigns. And former Mayor Randy Vopel received $4,200 from Party Homes, $6,000 from HomeFed, and $18,000 from realtor groups for his state campaigns. Current City Councilman Stephen Houlihan has endorsed 2 candidates. The same Stephen Houlihan, who commutes on the 52 so he knows what it's like, and who successfully helped defeat the Quail Brush Power Plant and SDG&E gas pipelines. Stephen has endorsed Evelyn Andrade Hemsfield for District 1 and Zach Giannino for District 3. These candidates share the same desire to ensure infrastructure needs do not fall to the wayside. In contrast to the status quo candidate, Councilman Houlihan's endorsed candidates just like him refuse to accept campaign contributions from developers. So, does Santee need to grow? Yes. Should we grow at the expense of our quality of life? No. Have our incumbents shown they are willing to stand up against developers and listen to their constituents? No. So learn from my mistakes and don't vote for the incumbent just because they are the incumbent. Make sure the candidate you vote for will represent your interests and not the interests of those donating to their campaign. I am Matthew Neal and I endorse this message. Okay, I always wanted to say that. But I'm a longtime Santee resident of 11 years who's concerned about the way things are going. Please consider this information when making your decision this fall.